Hey guys, it's your girl April Nicole from Dallas, Texas, your favorite publicist. Make sure you check me out. Follow me on Instagram at Nicole Paradigm. That's Paradigm. Check out my episode on Boss Talk on the Rooftop.
What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler on Boss Talks on the Rooftop, Season 7. Usually we're out on the roof, but the weather wouldn't permit us, so El Jefe welcomed us in today, so we appreciate them. Mr. Tony, thank you. And today I have the greatest honor of introducing Miss April Nicole. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I know we usually go ahead and start pouring up. We're gonna put some libations in your cup. I'm gonna get you to smoke a cigar with me. You gonna smoke a cigar with me?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, cool. If you would have said no, you wouldn't have got your gift today.
Yes, I would have.
No, you wouldn't. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I get what I want. Get to what I want.
Whatever. All right. So anyway, because you're gonna smoke with me, I'm gonna give you a Kingpin Luxury torch.
Aww.
Right? So you're gonna get the gold series because you're gold standard, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. This is beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Now I can be all sophistication. I said that on purpose. When I smoke my cigars. Thank you.
So now I gotta have you smoke a cigar with me. Okay? So a cigar is not like a cigarette. It's not like a other left-handed cigarette. Right. So you're gonna puff. Don't inhale. Since you say you're gonna smoke with me, I'm gonna give you a gift today.
Aww.
All right.
I love gifts.
Yeah. Now, today's gift is the Gold Series by Kingpin Luxury. Your very own torch. It has a lighter and it's heavy, wind-resistant, single flame.
Ooh.
So take a look at that.
Thank you so much. I can be fancy now.
Fancy. So if you don't smoke, you can light candles with it. Incense.
I'll do both. There's a little both.
I'm a big candle person, so a lot of people don't know that about me. I like aromas. I can't stand like bad smells.
At all, literally. I will turn around.
Yeah, if you stink, I can't. I'm not gonna be around it.
Absolutely not.
I can't. So, you're gonna take that. I've already pre-cut it for you. So you're gonna take your torch out the box.
Oh, so much pressure.
So much, just
so much. Hold on. I don't want to hold on. Let me put this down because this looks like, such precious cargo. And so is this. So we just want to, make sure that we handle our gifts with care. Okay, what I do?
Now you just press the button down.
Ooh.
All the way down.
Okay.
Press it all the way down. There you go. Now, with a cigar, you don't inhale, you puff.
I knew I lit my finger on that.
Oh my God.
I saw it. My fingernail, I lit it on fire. It's cool. Keep going. This is fine. Happens all the time when I light candles.
We ain't got no issues today.
It's all right. Just got the skills. It's fine.
So you'll puff it. Sure. You're a fast puffer.
I was just trying to make sure it was lit. Can you just light mine for me?
I got you.
Because I'm scared. Not scared, I'm scared. This the nails. I just...
Now puff it for me. There you go. We're gonna put that. So, Miss April Nicole. Now, A lot of people don't understand. Like, my running joke is call you April O'Neil.
Yeah, well, you can call me April O'Neil. Y'all know where that's from. Ninja Turtles. Y'all know I'm April Nicole, but we're gonna call me April O'Neil. That's fine.
No. But so I always say, okay, which one's your favorite Ninja Turtle, right?
And my favorite Ninja Turtle is not the Ninja Turtle. It is April O'Neil. Because I just so happened to be around when the Ninja Turtles were around. And in school, they would be like, April O'Neil, April O'Neil. I'm like, oh, God. Okay, whatever.
Where's Master Splinter, right?
Yeah, all that.
Okay. So tell us about your journey going into PR.
So, you know, the funniest thing is I actually, I wanted to be a rapper growing up. So I've always been into all things wordsmith, all things writing, all things theatrical, you know. So I actually got my start on internet radio. I had my own talk show for 2 years. And I also started blogging simultaneously. And back then, blogging wasn't, you know, YouTube. It was, I'm going to sit down and write an article about a subject, right? So started blogging, had my own website, Spice of Life Grown Woman Talk. And I did the show for 2 years, had my own blog, got discovered-ish, had a guy on the show. So had a guy on the show. He was very well known for music and music convention conferences at the time. Okay. And, you know, those are kind of like obsolete or whatever.
They used to be real big back.
They did. His name is Terry McGill. He was like a record exec back in the day. Had him on the show. I ran into him at OG Ron C's Give Back to the Kids for Christmas toy drive type. And I anytime I walk in the room, I look for two things.
Rossi's always show love.
Yes. And it was in Dallas this year. And I walked in the room by myself and I just really look for the money or the smartest person in the room. That's the way that's in my mind. I'm always looking for, I really know now that I'm looking for the energy. But now at this particular moment, I was watching him on the panel. And he was really talking very articulate. And he seemed like, he knew what he was talking about. So I just went up to him and introduced myself. He was on the show that following Tuesday. Then he asked me would I like to be a part of an internet TV show. And it went from there. How did I get to PR, though, from there? So in the industry, media was my love. So I started traveling, doing some dancing dolls type stuff, like the Dancing Dads had their own thing. Kayla, who was the star of the Dancing Dolls, her manager was out of Dallas and he hired me to do media. So I was traveling wherever they were going, interviewing different individuals.
So when you say you were in their media, were you doing press kits? Were you creating your flyers? What were you doing?
Well, this was before the public relations. I was doing what you're doing, interviewing people. So I was heavy into media, right? And I really had this on my heart and my soul. I felt like there was no door. There was not an open door for smaller media outlets. Back then, they weren't calling it podcasting. It was internet radio. And so I kind of took... I kept bumping into these walls and I'm like, I want to go to the concert. I'm a media outlet. I want to interview so-and-so. So I met this guy one day at an event I was covering. I was writing for DallasBlack.com. I was a blogger for them for like 4 to 5 years. And so anyway.
That's a website back then.
Absolutely. I have so much love for them. It gave me so many opportunities. And so I go to this event and I'm watching the guy and I saw him on Facebook and I reached out to him. I was like, you know what? I really like how you move. Anyway, he invited me to his first event in the city, which just so happened to be a Ludacris concert. And like later on that week, I was talking to him. We ended up having a lunch, like a business lunch. And prior to that, I was listening to a T.D. Jakes sermon on my lunch break. No. At my desk at one of my many, I've probably had about 75 corporate America jobs. But anyway, maybe 100. So sitting there at one of my jobs.
Finding your way. Finding your way.
Always. Right? I was, they told my mother when I was in the 8th grade, my principal called her to a meeting and said, April will never be able to work for anyone. How dare he? Anyway, that? He meant that I didn't respect authority or something like that. I don't know. He just looks like, sounds Mr. Right. Van Durst. Wonder where he is now. So let's move it back forward. So I'm speaking with him, and he was like, I was telling him all of the different things that I was doing behind the scenes, writing wise. And he was like, have you ever thought about, going into public relations? And I was like, no. Anyway, he gave me my start. I literally left there. I was listening to the T.D. Jakes thing weeks before, and I've always been in the word, so I wrote down the word paradigm, and it was just heavy on me. Paradigm for weeks. So when I had the conversation with him, I was like, I'm getting ready to start Nicole Paradigm Media. Nice. I went downtown, rolled it up, and from that point, I was heavy into doing, my clients were bringing the acts to town. So my first huge concert was 2 Chainz and T.I. and 2 Chainz at the Bomb Factory. And I was managing media. And then I managed media. I've managed media for 97.9, for K104, for many, many people that bring individuals to town. So typically the clients will bring the acts to town, and I will handle the event. And then I just end up meeting so many incredible celebrities along the way and events, and here I am.
Hey.
Yeah.
So in your travels, what would you say was most exciting to actually work with?
Mike Tyson.
Really?
Mike Tyson and my OG Freeway Rick Ross. Wow. So true story, years ago, so I say 2018 or 19, Freeway came to Dallas, and I was still blogging for Dallas Black at the time, and I got an email from Desi Brown, and it was saying that Freeway was coming to town. Well, my cousin, who loves drug dealers or ex-drug dealers, let me say it like that. She's, she wants a La Madrina tattoo. Shouts out to my cousin Crystal, but she loves her stories. Exactly. I got you. So I got the email, and I'm like,
she's just in love with drug dealers. Like this,
So I saw the email and I was like, girl, Freeway's coming to town. You want to go? I got the invite. She was like, yeah. So he was promoting his book. We were in the line. I bought the book. I'm listening to, the interview Desi is giving him. And I just stand in the line for him to sign my book. And he looked at me and he said, stand to the side. I want to talk to you afterwards. I hadn't even said nothing yet. And he asked me, so we started talking. He said, who are you? And I said, I'm so-and-so, so-and-so. He was like, what are you doing the rest of the weekend? I was like, what I need to do? He was like, well, I'm going to be here for 4 days. And he was like, I'm looking for a publicist and blah, 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 blah. So I said, hold on a minute. Allison, I can't make it in the morning. Yeah, I don't even know how they kept me as long as they did at that job. But anyway,
calling in sick.
Yeah, so all weekend I followed him around, and then I set up a couple of interviews for him in the process.
You had work for me, you be fired.
Listen, by that time, I was like, this is gonna be my last corporate America. I ain't coming. I'm just tired of playing Colony and Dead. They not gonna keep believing me.
They're not gonna believe that you died.
The obituary just the same picture with a different date. She is alive, and so and what's so crazy, I want to give a shout out to Corey Caphill. We were sitting next to each other. He was a comedian and I'm a publicist, and we sitting next to each other, and we the only in the building. So eventually we started talking, and anyway, I'm like, I'm over here, I'm a secret, I'm over here Clark Kent, but I'm finna hit him with that Superman. Anyway, followed Rick all weekend. Ended up having a very great relationship with him. So that's why I call him my OG, my uncle. So a couple of weeks later, we go to LA. He wanted me to come out there, and me and my cousin at the time. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. He was like, I had set up some stuff for him. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. Prior to this, I should have known more about Vlad, right?
Right.
Did not know a lot about Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going, I'm looking at the schedule. We're going to this Vlad interview. So it's me, it's my cousin and I. It was another guy who was driving us around. And Rick, it was a folding chair. Now, I want y'all to understand, this is right after John Singleton died.
Wow.
Remember that.
Yeah.
So I had already written a statement for Rick in regards to John Singleton's passing, because people on the internet came, they were like, because John Singleton, if you don't know, Snowfall is based on Freeway Rick Ross.
Yeah.
John Singleton allegedly stole this story from him.
Oh, wow.
So when John Singleton died, so we had Vlad days later. Y'all, this is how the room looked. One folding chair. So when you walked in, it was like a mechanic shop, like an old school mechanic shop. I had to use the restroom. I would not dare. I did not dare. It was that dirty. But when you go in there, you go in this room, it's a folding chair. Vlad is over there. And me and my cousin, we sitting on the wall with our backs to the wall. And I snapped a picture of Vlad. Anyway, doesn't matter. But anyway, he asked Rick this question. He was like, how did you feel when John Singleton died? And Rick said, I didn't cry. I was like, that's not what you were supposed to say. Anyway, after that, we ended up going to Mike Tyson's ranch. And that was the most beautiful experience I've ever had in my life. Don't ever believe a negative word about Mike Tyson. He is one of the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life. And I knew that we had set everything up, but I did not know. Walking in, we just walking, and we walked right into him. He's sitting there wasting some on his shirt. And he talking, and we walk in, and he's just talking to us. And I sit down, and I'm like, oh, well, wait a minute, this is Mike Tyson. And sitting right next to me is Al B. Sure. Y'all, I didn't even know that my ex-boyfriend, Al B. Sure, because, he was my boyfriend. He didn't know. Back in the day, in the 80s, right? Probably was too old to be born. So I'm sitting here the whole time, and Crystal is sitting, like, we all are like in a living room type setting, and I can't even text her and say, girl, and I look over to the right, and I said, oh, Abby, sure. Anyway, most beautiful experience is just bowls and bowls of marijuana, liquid THC. It's Cali.
Yeah.
Beautiful experience. And I spent a lot of time there that day. His wife is a beautiful person. And that was one, I think that was, I got so many, but that was a dope experience. Of course, I'm going to always be Team Boosie because, I've done a lot of work with Boosie.
Right.
So shout out to Boosie. He's like family. You know how people say you can never do no wrong or whatever, you can't. I'm gonna always be Team Boosie, always. So yeah, I've had so many beautiful experiences. I could go on and on and on. Yes, but yeah, Mike Tyson, I would say that's the biggest.
Pop your shit. So with Mike Tyson, you have OG Freeway Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross. So.
Say that again a little louder for the people in the back. The what?
The real Rick Ross. So, with those experiences, how'd you end up in Dallas?
Well, I'm from Dallas, and I'm born and raised Arlington Park, Texas. Let me throw my AP Texas up. AP. I grew up in Arlington Park, which is a neighborhood that is right behind what previously used to be St. Paul Hospital, which is now UT Southwestern.
Right.
All black neighborhood, went to Catholic school, still graduated from WT White. Throw that up too, my horns. But I'm from Dallas. I eat Rudy's. I go to Big T on Sunday. I'm a cutie. But please be clear, I am from Dallas.
Rudy's does sound good right now.
I don't like Rudy's, but okay, the
Get
song.
out of here.
But the song. It's not. It's not giving.
Really?
It's not giving.
That's wild.
It's just never been given. I go to House real quick.
I mean, Hall's top tier. Like, that's top tier.
Shouts out to my homeboy James Hall. Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday, James.
But no, I'm from Dallas. But I want to talk about it a little bit. If you're gonna let me talk about it, we don't have to talk about it right now. I love Dallas, but I've had more success outside of Dallas than inside of Dallas. Why
do you think that is?
You know, what did the Bible say?
My experience is different.
Jesus said you can't get, dust the dust off your feet and go on to the next town. And, he said some other stuff. I'm going to probably get it wrong. And I know what I'm saying because I do know the Bible almost verbatim. Seriously. But that's not the point.
Dust off your feet and go to the next town.
Because, you can't get no love in your own town. Sometimes.
I don't know.
You get mediocre love.
I don't have that experience.
Let me say something. Love is where you find it and how you define it. I define love in experiences and moments. So I will never, ever, ever say Dallas didn't show me love or give me love, because that would come from a negative place, and I'm not. Right. But if I'm going to weigh my experiences and the work that I have received, the money that I have made, or the people that I service, or the clientele, I've done a lot of work in Dallas, but the most success that I've had has come from outside individuals that are outside of Dallas.
Now, do you believe that's because the marquee stars are outside of Dallas? Because, we have stars, but they're not like marquee at that level, or like the Boosie level. They don't get to the Rick Ross level, or the because like we had Big Tuck, we had DSR, we had the Dirty South Riders go hard,
but Dallas Boogie.
You know what I'm saying? We had the Dallas Boogie, we had G-Spot. We had all them boys come through, but like that staying power, like a Boosie Boo or Rick Ross or any Atlanta rapper that you have going on right now, like Jeezy, 2 Chainz,
or even Houston. Houston has some.
Bun B, got Pimp C.
You can go on and on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that. I bleed Dallas. I love Dallas. If I'm getting in the car, you're gonna be listening to Big Chief. You're gonna be listening to Mo 3. You're gonna be listening to Dero. You're gonna be listening to Lil Ronnie. Like, for real.
Right.
Know these people, but I'm bumping these people, right? I think for me, because I was in the entertainment industry, I started out in the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry here, like you said, it's a ceiling. It's just, it's only going to go so far. But once I was able to venture out and I had different clientele, that's why, I know how to smoke the cigar. I want to give a shout out to, we had an amazing, a couple of years ago, had an amazing cigar music fest. It was called Garchella. Did it at South Fork Ranch. I would say about 2,000 people showed up, and it was the same weekend as the Riverfront Jazz Festival.
Oh, wow.
So that was really dope. That's when I learned about the cigar community. I was like, okay, so I don't need to be going to the bar. I need to be going over here in the colony and sit and see what the men smoking on the cigars. Yeah. I need to go to the one with the humidor because my hair.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
but that's why I tell a lot of people, like, I don't golf. I hate golfing. We can go Top Golf, but I'm doing cigars. Cigars is my replacement for golf because I sit around other affluent men, women.
That's the word. Affluent. Yeah. That's the word right there.
Yeah. So, and we have those different conversations, like their journey is different from mine. And I'll learn from them, and they may pick up something from me, whether it be something for their roofing situation, their tax situation, or just learning how to build a brand.
Right.
That's what I know what I'm capable of doing. That's what I bring to the table with any situation. And so just being able to talk and bounce different ideas off anybody has been huge for me. and which is why we jumped into the cigar accessories, because I need something to pay for my hobby. This is my pastime.
Yeah.
You can catch me.
Very smart. Very smart.
I try to be, but I
You seem like I'm very intelligent.
I borrow a lot of good ideas. Like half the team behind the camera, I steal a lot of their ideas. They don't look like it.
Well, you got some of the best. You definitely got the best behind the camera.
I know.
Don't play with my friend.
Hey,
Don't play with her.
Don't say it too loud.
Because she's definitely. Well, I mean, she's a shero, so she'll tell you about that later.
She is. And IQ Media, they be representing Luscious Barbie. She know what it is. Always. Yeah.
You don't know where you gonna see Luscious.
Ever. She's always out. Me.
Always beautiful. Always beautiful. Spirit outlet.
I'll give it up. I ain't even gonna hate. I'll give it up. I ain't gonna hate.
Cause I mean, she's the one who got us through the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. Mm-hmm. We didn't know nothing about, because honestly, I didn't know nothing about Granny's cooking kitchen until I learned I wouldn't have went to give me no fish. But anyway, we was just saying.
Yeah, I feel you. She's a big foodie. What's crazy is like I'm big, but I'm not a big foodie.
It's not about the size. It's about bringing awareness. You know,
I'm talking about me though.
But here's the correction.
I'm talking about me though.
I'm
talking about me though.
I said, we gonna
I'm big. I'm just not big on foodie.
Here's how we're gonna
I'm not a big foodie person.
Foodie has nothing to do with size. That's just some type of stereotype, because Keith Lee is definitely not. But I think that what she has done is not only bring awareness to food, she's brought awareness to Dallas to many people that people did not know about. So during the pandemic, here she is giving us, we can go here. She put a lot of money in a lot of people's pockets.
True.
So it just so happened to be food at that time. But you know, that's just a stereotype. She's such a beautiful person. You might see her doing gardening on stage, telling jokes, because she does do that. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's so natural. It's so natural, honey.
This is PR on display at its best, right? So this is what you need, someone that's going to champion you when you're not even in the room. Right, so that's what a publicist is. That's what a PR is a champion.
Don't say a PR though.
What would you say?
A publicist.
A publicist.
It's called. So let's go ahead and get this straight right now.
Educate us.
Okay.
Educate us. Show me something.
It is a publicist and it is public relations, but you are not a PR. You are a publicist and you do public relations. You are in the field of public relations. So you just want to make sure that when you're around those affluent individuals that swipe those cards, those visas, like the city girls say, you want to say public relations and my publicist. No more a PR, because I will. Don't you get in California calling me your PR. I'm going to say, where is she? I'm your publicist, honey. Right. What are we doing? But yeah.
So, publicist. So.
And many other things. Just one thing.
I just feel like that's going to go down a rabbit hole.
It's not.
Like, because you're a woman that wears many hats.
Very, very much.
You know, and I don't want to pigeonhole you or put you in a box, but I know for me, like one of your shining beacons is that you are a great publicist. And
I'm so grateful. I have a lot of gratitude for any success that I've had. I'm very big on gratitude, because I have been able to do things that a lot of individuals have not been able to do. And I am very, very blessed. I'm very grateful. I don't take it for granted. And I try to give back and sow that same seed into individuals, anyone that I can. I try. I do. No, I don't. I do. I don't try. Try means you think. No, I do.
You do.
But I love Dallas. I love that Dallas is really coming along. We have a lot to boast and brag about now. Whereas, a few years ago, we were kind of, slow moving, but not just music, but art, entertainment. I love the next generation. So for me, when it comes to like entertainment, one of the reasons that I kind of you know, because I'm gonna tell y'all my age. I'm 45, right? So, you know, I'm just not gonna keep
45 cal.
you know, I loved
45 cal.
45 cal. What that mean?
That's a big gun.
Big gun. Oh, caliber.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, the entertainment industry. So I've worked in the sports industry. It's been a lot of different. And so now I am in the corporate sector. But I still, if you call me and if I have a client that needs interviews, that baby, believe me, that press release is going out. I'm always going to love our media here in Dallas. I love all of the outlets. I love our print media. I just love that. I love to give individuals opportunities that otherwise would not be able to have those opportunities, because I remember trying to get access to things, and not just to get access, but because I really wanted to interview someone,
right,
or, you know, write an article. But what I did, but I'm gonna tell you, and I want y'all to listen to this. If you don't have a publicist, sometimes you're not ready for a publicist, and that's something that a lot of publicists will not say to you. Individuals that reach out to me and ask for a publicist, and I kind of go through, you know, a consultation, I tell them you're not ready for a publicist, and that is why I have. So what I've been developing now is I'm developing a curriculum and courses for individuals that are in the media that have maybe a podcast or a smaller media outlet. So yeah, a couple of years ago, did an event. It was called, it was for Women's History Month, and it was the Shero Awards. And I actually got to collaborate with Luscious Barbie, but she also was a recipient of the award. And what we did was we chose women in Dallas that weren't in the cliques, weren't always recognized. We had a beautiful, beautiful award ceremony. And I think that was one of the things to this day, and I'm not just saying this, like, that is one of the things that has been on my heart to recreate and to. That's what I like to do. I love to curate events, and I love to create things that are giving. So I think that, you know, as you grow and as you kind of evolve, you just want to be in different spaces in different areas, and as you mature. Right. Now, I want to be clear about all of this. If it's a concert and I can be on stage, I will be there.
Right.
I'll be there, right with Boosie. VIP, I'm right there. I'm gonna be there. Don't get it twisted. Right. Don't let this 45 fool you. It's all hip hop. I'm a big hip hop head. I just want to say shout out to me because my sister is MC Life. She does not know this. I told her again the other day. So, you know, I wanted to. They do not know this. Yeah, I told her again, and she DM'd me out, and she reposted my stuff. I said, "Girl, we almost there." You know how you have some certain people that you've met and you fan out. Yeah, I've actually got. She's the only one I haven't met, and I met LL Cool J, and I met April Nicole. I've met them several times now. They like family too, and I still like. You like teared up, like, yeah, and I mean that they raised me. They raised me. Unc them raised me. Pimp hard, pimp harder. I'd be obliged if you stepped outside. Man, come on with it. Right. Yes. So yeah, that's me. It's yeah, man. But see, go ahead. Yeah, you're gonna take me down the alley, and I just don't. Yeah, because we'll be rapping and drinking. You know, we been forgot all about the interview. Forgot all about the whole podcast. But anyway, so going into the podcast, going into being like the Shero event. So what is your next thing that you have going for yourself? How can we get involved with it? So please stay on the lookout. My curriculum. For media individuals, for publicists that are getting into public relations, because when you get into public relations, don't think it's kind of like someone that graduates from college and they're like, okay, what's next? You can have that degree, but that experience, that real world experience, how do you actually get a member of the press on the phone? How do you get them to notice your email, your phone call, your press release, things like that? So that is what all of our energy has been put into. And when I say our energy, you know, me and the individuals that are behind me, curriculums, and also tailoring smaller packages for individuals that don't need the full public relations, that can't afford a $5,000 retainer.
And see, that's
low.
huge.
That's low.
That's huge though. But like you say, that's low. But like that's a small business's whole budget for the year.
Exactly.
You know?
And I can't. I'm a person that loves people, and I know that we are all trying to do a lot of different things. So I'm not going to turn my nose up at the individual that can only afford $150 a month.
Right.
Why would I do that? Or why would I put him in a position to try to pay something that he can't afford, and I'm not really helping him because he's not at the stage to where he needs a publicist yet.
Right.
He doesn't even have a brand. We need to build a brand. We need to build your reputation. Who knows you? Right. You know, okay, I can send this press release out, but who's going to respond because no one knows who you are? So those types of things. I like to educate, and I like to give people real tools that they can use. In addition to that, I'm kind of in the corporate sector now, and I'm loving it. I'm curating events for a large corporation.
I was just about to ask you that. What does that look like for you? Being on the corporate side, because you know, I'm
for me. They
I'm
said I was never going back.
Side, right?
I was never going back. I don't know. You know, this is so. You know, I kind of touched on me being very different, and I am super different. Maybe I'm not that different, but I got into this identity shifting, which is essentially manifestation on a PhD level. I'm gonna say it like this. So I decided at the end of the year, instead of getting my normal planner and doing my normal vision board, I actually found this chick on TikTok, and I got into this group of individuals, beautiful people. It has changed my life. And so I decided, you know, I wanted to manifest a certain thing, and I said I absolutely never wanted to go back to corporate America again. You know how they say, tell God what your plans and watch him laugh, and whatever that saying is. So anyway, I don't know how they found me. This is a true story. I don't know how these people found me. I had a phone call one day. It didn't say scam likely, but when I got on the other line, the voice said scam likely. You know what I mean by that. And I really couldn't even understand what they were saying. And I was like, what? And they said something about they found my resume on Monster. I was like, Monster? I ain't been on Monster. And what? I didn't even know they still had Monster. So anyway,
they turned into something else.
I ain't had no resume on Monster since Monster was a monster.
Right.
So I listened to the individual, and I let her finish what she was saying. And so when she got to the end of her spiel, I heard the number. I said, oh, girl, yeah. What? Oh, yeah. So had nothing to do with public relations.
Send me the email.
And you have the right email, right?
Yeah.
So something about it, even though the title has something to do with finance, because my background is in finance, I'm like, I'm going to just go through with it. Get to the interview. Well, before the interview happened, she was like, you know what? I just wanted to know if you have any experience in like doing large events and this and that. And I'm sitting up here like, uh-oh, they done found me out. Damn it. And so I was like, I actually do. I said, none of that's on my resume, but I do. Ended up getting on the call with this lady, and she was like, talking everything that I do. And I was like, well, I'm gonna just be honest with you. And I just told her the truth. I was like, look, I have my own PR firm. I'm a publicist. I've done this, I've done that. And she was like, well, this is a great mixture. So then they called me back 3 or 4 times. They were like, we're gonna tailor make a position for you.
Oh, wow.
And can you fly out next week? And I can.
I'll be there.
But it's not like corporate America. Right. It is, but it's not. I'm able to create and be the creative being. I'm able to curate events, and I'm also able to like put a creative spin on it. Also, just giving back, and so I'm just very grateful for that. Now,
that's powerful.
Very grateful.
Align yourself with the vision that God has for you. Like,
absolutely. Because I said,
what'd you say?
I didn't want no corporate America. So when it showed up the way that it showed up, if I had been too much into ego, I would not have it went down the path to at least see what it was offering me.
Right.
I took the ego out the way and I said, okay, well, let me see. And it has been an amazing situation, and it continues to just, keep me full, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful. Now, listen, Nicole Paradigm Media is still full. Don't get it twisted. Nicole Paradigm Media. But it's an interesting, it was very interesting for me to be around, be outside of my house. Like, get up and go somewhere. I don't have to be there in the exact time, but like be around people.
Yeah.
And not choosing to be around people. Like, okay, I'm going to an event. I know I'm getting ready to be around people, but like have to worry about if you'd say good morning or not and all of that.
So was this opportunity pre-COVID or after COVID?
This is recent. This happened in 2024. So the beginning of 2024. And I want to say the reason I brought up the identity shifting is because it was a specific way. People always talk about the law of attraction, but it's more the law of assumption. I saw myself at the end result and I didn't worry about the middle.
Right.
And once you put yourself at the end and know that you know that you know, it doesn't matter. We're not talking about religion or belief. We're talking about a process. And so it has been life-changing for me. And I've also met a lot of beautiful, beautiful people. And I've also just, let me tell you what happened last week. Can I tell you what happened last week real quick? Did you roll your eyes?
Of course.
I took my shoe off, y'all.
Of course you
and
can.
the guy we were talking about. I was at my daughter's school.
Of course.
And I won't name her school, South Oak Cliff, but my daughter's.
Hey, shout out to SOC. They
went to state, yeah.
Yeah, it was a state.
My daughter is part of the P-Tech program. She started her year this year as a sophomore. She has, she only needs 4 credits to graduate. So yeah. So I've been wrangling with them for the last couple of weeks because gifted children are not the norm. Right.
They don't fit in the box.
And so, because I'm a mama first, and I'm going to advocate. And I had to pull out that
Mother's
PR.
Day, by the way.
Thank you, Him.
You know what I'm saying? So Mother's Day's coming up. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
You.
So,
and happy Mother's Day to all the people that act like mothers, are mothers. You don't need to have actually pushed anything out to be a mother. You're a mother too. So I had to pull out my PR bag.
Hi, Mom.
Because they were not responding to me. So I said, okay, because I've done some work with DISD. I said, okay, let me name drop. That's the only. Sometimes you got to pull it out.
Sometimes you got to.
Then they wanted a meeting. Yeah. Oh, now we gonna fix it with a meeting. Who said that? What's the rap song? Help me out. Who said it? What's the song?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is not good. What?
I don't know. We can't.
Everything can't be fixed with a meeting. What is it? Anyway, that's we went in the meeting.
See, you going in your encyclopedia pulling out lyrics, and I've been drinking. So.
That should make you more on your toes. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So, I did have to do that. I hated to, because then I had to bring it back down a notch. But I will go to that's the publicist in me. However far I need to go, because I'm not offended. I'm not afraid to walk in rooms with men. Nothing. I love my black men. Yeah, obviously, because men about the culture. Shout out to Jay Tenner. I love my black men.
MAC, Men About the Culture.
Yes, but I also know that sometimes you have to stand when you stand in dressing rooms with hip hop artists, and you gotta, and you're a woman. This is a woman, a female dominated field, and I had to put both of my feet into cement. You can't have no feelings. None of that. I have no fear. They call me. Let me see. What's his name? He's a rapper here in Dallas. When I walk in the room, they be like, "Uh-oh, there go that pit bull, April. She a beast," and I am.
Yes.
And I will. And I'm not. And I'm not afraid. We don't fear, because who's going to tell me no? There's no such thing as no. How we getting in there? We walking up there and going in.
Right.
A line for my client? Oh no, we don't do no line. And listen, not in conceit. Let's be clear. But we don't do no lines. Lines.
When I say that to people, they just look at me crazy. Like, you don't know who I am?
I don't even say that. I just I walk in. I had a client.
You're living on a rock.
I had a client a couple of years ago. Shouts out. Actually, this is the month of May, and I want to give a shout out to Mo3 Ashe. Triple D Revenge, which was a Dallas-based movie, and I did the PR for the movie. An amazing premiere. Anyway, Boosie's first movie premiere, which was in Atlanta, and my clients that did that movie went to the premiere invited by Rainwater. They got there, Rainwater wasn't there, so they weren't able to get in. And so we were at the front, and I was like, they were like, oh, we gonna pay this. I said, I'll be back. I said, y'all coming with me or not?
Right.
So I went to the back, and I just looked. I said, hey, he said, hey, I remember you from Oklahoma. You the one that told them when Boosie, why they taking him through this door? Cause like, why y'all trying to take him through the front door? And he got diabetes. Y'all know better. Anyway.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, my client's supposed to be. They was like, come on in. And they were like, you really? Yeah, because y'all not, what? Somebody in here know me or not. I'm going to tell them who I am. And if not, I'm not even going to tell them who I am. No, y'all are here as guests.
Right.
We're going to get y'all in because that's what we do.
Absolutely.
Where you want to go? You want me to get you in somewhere? Where you want to go? We done just missed the Kentucky Derby. What's up next?
Well, shit, that was on the table. Somebody tell me something. Don't just keep everything to yourself. Tell me something. If there's another event that needs to be
true story, I could be, and this is no BS. I got invited. I've missed 2 invitations. I missed the NAACP Awards. Let me tell you why. It was the same weekend as I took my child to spring break for Houston. I didn't want to disappoint my child. That's why I'm a mother. Next Thursday is the Country Music Awards. I have an invitation to the Country Music Awards with a guest, and it's my daughter's junior walk across because she gonna skip her junior year, so she gonna do it this year.
Hey,
I'm a mother
all the way.
So yeah, but you know when things like that happen, I used to get upset. Now I just know what I'm supposed to be. I'm going to be exactly where I'm supposed to be. Absolutely. And when I'm not, there are no missed opportunities.
So on the next thing, how can we find you? How can we support you and your next thing that you have going? You
can always support me on Instagram at Nicole Paradigm. That's Paradigm. And you can go to my website, which is www.nicoleparadigm.com. Google me, April Nicole Dallas. You might see some old Dallas Black articles, blogs, and yeah, I mean, I'm like Tupac. I'm not hard to find.
So you're still writing?
Definitely writing. So one of the things that I'm how could I forget this? I might have got in trouble. Not in trouble. They would have been like, how dare you? So we are in the 2nd season of writing for the TV show, The Bounty TV. It is a Dallas-based TV show, which will either be on Hulu, Paramount Plus, or Peacock. I don't know if I was supposed to say it, but I said it. Anyway, so it has been, the whole first season has been fully shot, and we are in the process of writing. And so I was on the writing team for the first season, and I'm on the writing team for the 2nd season. Y'all, we did it for Dallas. Yes. Okay. Great show. First season has 8 episodes. The 2nd season will have 10. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm very proud of that because I'm a writer first. Absolutely. I'm a writer first. I love to write. I'm a wordsmith. I love to play on words, So I'm very grateful for that. So that's one of the projects that I'm also involved in right now.
So if someone was trying to court you, will they have to write you a poem, send you a long paragraph in your DM?
Hell no.
Let me finish. Or they got to send you flowers with a love letter. Which one?
Damn sure not the paragraph. Because that's giving copy and paste. You send this to everybody. And are you an African scam or what is going on? Anyway.
Even African scam. Okay.
You know what's crazy? I don't get a lot of DMs. People think that I get hollered at a lot. I do not get hollered at a lot, and I do not get a lot of DMs. That is not a lie. But let's go back.
Nobody believes you. Like no man.
They be like,
watching
I know
this.
you got somebody.
Yeah, no man. Like that seems like the number one female line.
Like they don't. It just, you know what? Because when you're not putting out I haven't previously until this season been putting out energy to meet anybody. I just been focused. So anyway, you gotta. I'm the flowers and the love letter type. Don't make it too long. Just give me a couple of little love Jones, you know, or just keep it real G. I like little stuff like, you know, the little TikTok trend that was going on. They was showing a little piece of paper or whatever. I'm very girly. One of my favorite movies is Pretty Woman. It has nothing to do with her being a prostitute. It has to do with the transition and the love.
Right on.
I'm just saying, not too much on my girl, because she did end up on Rodeo.
She did. And no matter how you got there,
I'm in love with love.
Right?
I'm in love. I love love. Like, oh my God, I'm such a hopeful romantic, not hopeless. But I actually, I hadn't previously been in a energy to be dating. I just wasn't.
Right.
And no, men don't believe it. But I'd be like, yeah, I just be sitting at home watching true crime documentaries on Friday nights.
Oh, the first 48.
That's old news. We get down in it. We get down in it. I want to know. I want the rawest documentary. I want to know the who and the why you killed him, and I want to figure it out. How did you get away with it, and why didn't you get away with it? And I'm it's that Virgo analytical. So Virgo, go Virgo. It's your birthday, go Virgo. I just want to know why I was not on stage with Luke last Sunday.
I don't know why you ain't either.
And the blogs picked it up, and I had to get in the comments and jump in there. Because they had it on a blog, and I don't want to, talk about the blog because I'm cool with the blog. But this is a blog that's geared towards like 18 to 35. The 40-year-olds that are on there, they only looking for strippers and stuff. So you looking at the aunties up there twerking, we didn't twerk like y'all twerk. When we were twerking and we was busting it down, and our twerk was different at the Freaknik and at the Kappa Beach party. All this what y'all doing. Y'all doing too much because y'all ain't even got $1 and y'all giving it all away, baby. We didn't do nothing. We don't do nothing, baby. What? Why would I give it all away? Are you serious? I want to teach these girls how to get that money on. That's what my daughter taught me. It's not money, it's money on. Yeah, I get paid to be beautiful. I'm beautiful. That my presence is enough. Because one thing is, when you leave my presence, you will not be the same as you came in. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with me putting my naked out there.
I feel you. So ladies, stop showing so much. So
they not.
Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us.
And if anybody wants to, y'all want to jump in the DM, you know how to do it.
You got a tagline. So guys, anybody want to like, subscribe, share the page. Thanks for joining us. And remember, storms don't last, but your own should. Peace. 2 fingers. Miss April O'Neal. April, how you doing?
April Nicole, but I'll take that. You know why? Because he loved Ninja Turtles growing up.
It's not gonna be as fun. But okay, anyway. I'm sorry. I'll still yeah, okay. Just sorry.
Take a sip.
I'm taking a sip.